Welcome to the Security Foundation Study Guide. In this video, we will continue with Chapter 6D, which talks about ethics and information security. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now let's fight our way into our first topic, right after this short break. Many professionally regulated disciplines have explicit rules that govern the ethical behavior of their members. For example, doctors and lawyers who commit egregious violations of their profession's canons of conduct can have their legal ability to practice revoked. Unlike the medical and legal fields, however, the information technology and information security fields do not have binding codes of ethics. Instead, professional associations such as the ACM and ISA, and certification agencies such as ISC Square and ISACA, work to maintain ethical codes of conduct for their respective memberships. While these professional organizations can prescribe ethical conduct, they do not have the authority to banish violators from practicing their trade. To begin exploring some of the ethical issues of information security, review the 10 Commandments of Computer Ethics in the nearby feature. 1. Thou shalt not use a computer to harm other people. 2. Thou shalt not interfere with other people's computer work. 3. Thou shalt not snoop around in other people's computer files. 4. Thou shalt not use a computer to steal. 5. Thou shalt not use a computer to bear false witness. 6. Thou shalt not copy or use proprietary software for which you have not paid. 7. Thou shalt not use other people's computer resources without authorization or proper compensation. 8. Thou shalt not appropriate other people's intellectual output. 9. Thou shalt think about the social consequences of the program you are writing or the system you are designing. 10. Thou shalt always use a computer in ways that ensure consideration and respect for your fellow humans. Ethical differences across cultures. Cultural differences can make it difficult to determine what is ethical and what is not, especially when it comes to the use of computers. Studies on ethics and computer use reveal that people of different nationalities have different perspectives. Difficulties arise when one nationality's ethical behavior violates the ethics of another national group. For example, to Western cultures, many of the ways in which Asian cultures use computer technology amount to software piracy. This ethical conflict arises out of Asian traditions of collective ownership, which clash with the protection of intellectual property. Next, we will crash into software licensing and ethical training. Approximately 90% of all packaged software used by firms in the United States is created within the country. The Business Software Alliance's 2018 Global Software Study found that in 2017, 37% of software installed on computers globally was not properly licensed. Table 6.5 shows the results from the Global BSA Software Study of the rates and commercial values of unlicensed PC software installations biennially between 2011 and 2017, both by world region and within G20 countries. Attitudes toward the ethics of computer use are affected by many factors other than nationality. Differences are found among people within the same country, within the same social class, and within the same company. Key studies reveal that education is the overriding factor in leveling ethical perceptions within a small population. Employees must be trained and kept aware of many topics related to information security, not the least of which is the expected behavior of an ethical employee. Next, we will burn into ethical and legal training right after this break. This education is especially important in information security, as many employees may not have the formal technical training to understand that their behavior is unethical or even illegal. Proper ethical and legal training is vital to creating an informed and well-prepared system user. Let's drive on to deterring unethical and illegal behavior after this break. Deterring unethical and illegal behavior. There are 3 general causes of unethical and illegal behavior. Ignorance. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. However, ignorance of policy and procedures is. The first method of deterrence is education, which is accomplished by designing, publishing, and disseminating an organization's policies and relevant laws, and by obtaining agreement to comply with these policies and laws from all members of the organization. Reminders, training, and awareness programs keep policy information in front of employees to support retention and compliance. Accident. People who have authorization and privileges to manage information within the organization are most likely to cause harm or damage by accident. Careful planning and control help prevent accidental modification to systems and data. Intent, criminal or unethical intent, goes to the state of mind of the person performing the act. It is often necessary to establish criminal intent to successfully prosecute offenders. Protecting a system against those with intent to cause harm or damage is best accomplished by means of technical controls and vigorous litigation or prosecution if these controls fail. We will bounce into the next topic right after this break. Whatever the cause of illegal, immoral, or unethical behavior, one thing is certain. Information security personnel must do everything in their power to deter these acts and to use policy, education and training and technology to protect information and systems. Many security professionals understand the technology aspect of protection, but underestimate the value of policy. However, laws, policies, and their associated penalties only provide deterrence if three conditions are present. Fear of penalty. Potential offenders must fear the penalty. Threats of informal reprimand or verbal warnings do not have the same impact as the threat of imprisonment or forfeiture of pay. Probability of being apprehended. Potential offenders must believe there is a strong possibility of being caught. Probability of penalty being applied. Potential offenders must believe that the penalty will be administered. Many professional organizations have established codes of conduct or codes of ethics that members are expected to follow. Codes of ethics can have a positive effect on people's judgment regarding computer use. Unfortunately, many employers do not encourage their employees to join these professional organizations. However, employees who have earned some level of certification or professional accreditation can be deterred from ethical lapses if they fear losing that accreditation or certification by violating a code of conduct. Loss of certification or accreditation can dramatically reduce their marketability and earning power. Security professionals have a responsibility to act ethically and according to the policies and procedures of their employers, their professional organizations, and the laws of society. Likewise, it is the organization's responsibility to develop, disseminate, and enforce its policies. A cybersecurity career support program under U.S. CERT is the National Initiative for Cybersecurity Careers and Studies. The National Initiative for Cybersecurity Careers and Studies, NICS, is the nation's one-stop shop for cybersecurity careers and studies. It connects the public with information on cybersecurity awareness, degree programs, training, careers, and talent management. If you find this video useful, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. To see more videos like this, please click in the rectangle in the middle of your screen. To see other videos from this channel, please click the circle on the bottom right. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.